Well, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it may be. Hi, it is week 8. Can you believe it? My goodness, time flies. Let's talk about week 8, shall we? Yes, we shall. It's not as though you have a choice when you're listening to my video. So you're finishing up some reading. The Sir Ken Robinson book, chapters 9 and 10, will end. Um, I think it mirrors week 8 pretty well, if I do say so myself, and I guess I do. And then just a couple, kind of two pagers from the Brumbaugh text, looking at Google Drive and lit circles, things you can do with Google Sites, and then looking at YouTube. That YouTube one is super fun. They actually got that idea from one of my presentations. What did I call it? I said, choose your own adventure, adventure, because it's education and it sounds like adventure. Anyway, back when YouTube annotations were more tightly integrated into YouTube videos, you could basically do a like, should we do A or B? They used to do that live for conference presentations. It was awesome, so much fun. So you'll get to see what that's about, and just there are a couple really good tips and workflows that hopefully you'll find super useful. You have the week 8 discussion prompt, writing a letter to a young teacher. It could be like you in your first year of teaching, could be someone that's just starting up. I would imagine what I'm going to be reading from you in the midst of this global pandemic is going to be quite different than what a year ago my 501 students were writing around this time in August 2019. The world's quite different, so feel free to keep it kind of as general or specific to this particular time, or just kind of whatever you want. Do be sure that that's posted by Wednesday, and that you have your 2 replies by Friday, not by Sunday, by Friday. And that brings us to the final assignment, due Friday. My grades are due Sunday night, so if you turn it in Friday at midnight, that gives me Saturday and Sunday to do it. And that is always really tight timing. So please, 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 please turn it on Friday, in addition to the fact that it's due Friday. And if you don't, you end up getting a 0. So it's due Friday. Everything's due Friday. Our class ends Friday at the stroke of midnight. So with that, congratulations on your journey. Where are you headed after this? Well, in addition to taking a weekend and breathing, you're going to be a Q member. Yay! That's your final assignment. Assignment number 6, active Q member. So there are 2 types of memberships. There's the paid and there is the free. For this one, you need to do at least the free one. You do not have to pay anything for this assignment. If you're not a member of Q, you will be. It's really, really cool. In addition to all kinds of great things you get as a member and all kinds of great discounts, it's really important for advocacy work. So as our, I guess we call them advocates, go to either Sacramento or Washington, D.C. To legislate on behalf of Q members and educators, saying, we have this number of educators versus, a bigger number, carries a lot more weight. And in how long has it been? 8 years that I've been on Q's communications committee. I've gotten some inside numbers, and we've more than doubled in the last 7 years what our membership is, and a lot of that is because it's free. And so, being able to go, into a meeting in the Department of Ed and say, "Hey, we represent 5,000 educators," or "Hey, we represent 10,000 educators," it's pretty different. So, like in the last 7 years, Q has been able to actually um, advocate in a more meaningful way. So this isn't just like a, yay, you're a member, add it to your resume, which you absolutely, absolutely should. Um, but encourage other educators that are curious about technology to become members, because it is good for the organization. And I can't say enough amazing things about the extraordinary humans at Q. All the work they do, and just it's it has profoundly changed my life and my career, being a member of Q. So what you need to do are 3 things, I believe. First one is be a member, a complimentary member. You're going to share a post from the OnQ journal that has kind of impacted your view on what education can or might be. And then you're going to summarize that for us as kind of a short kind of blog post reflection. And the third thing is you are going to create a presentation proposal for an upcoming Q conference. So there's a template that you'll see on the Google Doc that gives you the session proposal. And so you can, change the link. Well, actually not change the link, just download it as a PDF or as a Word doc, and then upload that to Blackboard. When you were doing this presentation proposal, the idea behind it is that right away you don't have to put in to present at a Q conference. That's not what this assignment is. But you are very quickly becoming an expert with technology in the classroom. And so this, in some ways, kind of forces your hand to at least go through the motions of creating a presentation proposal. And I just copy and pasted this directly from about a year ago, what the proposal was for conferences, with the idea being that if you've already done a presentation proposal, you might as well submit it to the next Q conference, right? Most of the work is like, I don't want to do that. What if it doesn't get accepted? You already have it. One of the amazing things about Q, one of my favorite parts about this organization, is that if you get accepted as the main presenter, you get to attend for free. So every single Q conference I've ever been to, I've presented at, because early in my career, that was the only way I could afford to go to a Q conference, is if I had free registration. Nearly every other conference, including the ISTE conference, you have to pay as a presenter. And depending on the conference, you're going to pay between $200 would be the cheapest, all the way up to like $600 just for registration. So the fact that Q has their presenters attend the conference for free is a very big deal. So you're going to have the presentation proposal. Feel free to do that. I know it's a weird time to be a presenter at conferences because most of them are on a Zoom call, but you know how to hop on a call and and how to talk to people and teach them over video, right? Totally got this. Also, much like Viper spoke with Maverick at the end of Top Gun, I am now speaking to you. If you ever need kind of a co-presenter, Viper didn't say co-presenter, he said wingman. If you ever need a wingman, let me know. I've offered to previous students of mine, and I've actually co-presented with, I think, 2 of my students before. They're the lead presenter. They own it. I helped tweak it and kind of wordsmithed it so that it, um, had a better chance of getting accepted. I have like a good sense of what they look for that. And then, helped work on slides and presented with them. It was awesome. So yeah, so if you ever want to do that, you get in for free. I'll do, an additional presentation on my own, so I get in for free, and I'm happy to co-present with you at a future thing. Again, not the point of any of this. You don't have to actually submit it to Q or any conference, but you'll have it. You'll have it there, and it's good stuff. I think this is my favorite assignment. It's like it gives you momentum for going into your career as an ed tech expert. It's good stuff. So be sure and submit your final Q member submission. Download that as a PDF or a Word doc. Make sure it's submitted on Friday. Make sure your replies on the discussion board are done on Friday. And then I submit grades on Sunday night. So that's what we have. If you ever have any questions or whatever, feel free to reach out. This course does come with lifetime tech support, so you know how to find me. If you ever forget my email address or don't have access to it, you know how to find me, as my mom calls it, on the Twitters, on the YouTubes, she says face page. Anyway, you can find me on, as the kids say, the Insta. Reach out if you have questions or thoughts in life. Happy to stay connected. And with that, look forward to seeing all of your items on Wednesday and on Friday. Happy week 8. Congrats on 501.